All right, good evening, everyone. Yeah,
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Good morning.
good evening. Good evening. Abby, good morning. Oh, it's morning already. Good morning.
Good
Okay,
morning.
so I'm going to share my screen right now. So we'll just get straight into it. Okay, sorry, not this one. So I think six persons submitted. Hope everyone that submitted like they are here right now. Because I can't see Mazi on this call and I'm starting with his own. Where is Mazi? He's not here. Okay, so we are going to skip his own. Who has something else to us?
Me,
Favor.
yeah.
All right, so we are going to start with Favor's own. Okay. Firstly, the logo. I like the logo. The logo is nice and it's really passing out the message. So you can see an S designed in the shape of a trolley um, for shopping, a shopping cart, so to say. Okay, so I think everything is is accurate when it comes to the shape of the logo. Mm. So when it comes to the shape of the logo, I think the logo design is okay. Even though the width of the S shaped is bigger than the leg. I don't know, is this the leg? Let's see. If I draw a rectangle over here, okay, so let's just use this rectangle to measure the width. Just end this. Okay, so if we draw a rectangle over here, favor, in case if you're confused, I usually use rectangle. If my grid lines are confusing me, I usually draw a small
Okay.
rectangle like this to be able to make sure I'm working on the same sizes on the shape totally. So if I drag this rectangle to here, you notice that the size is not the same.
Yes. Yes,
Okay,
that's true.
so we can balance that up, and the text for the logo is just there. I don't know. They should be capitals at least because it's the logo. I don't really like the text. The text. I don't really like the text. I mean, you could have done something better with the text. Maybe try something else that can represent, that can make it bolder. It just looks as if you're typing, you're just doing a design, a normal graphic design, and not actually projecting a logo. This is Gotham Black. Let me see if I can have something else here. Let's see. See, I have these fonts. Barlow. Let's see, Barlow would be nice. Okay. Yeah. So the whole thing is just to make it a bit taller. So it doesn't look normal. Let it just be different. And if if you can if you can actually place the stores in the middle, I usually like aligning everything to the right, or sorry, to the left. So you can just align everything to the left. So just go here and align it to the left here. So you can as well space out this. So let's increase the kerning a bit. So make it 1000. Okay. Then reduce the size. Okay, just for clarity. Yeah. So you can stop just before the G. Yeah, somewhere here. Okay. So you have something like this. Think this is better than the other one. Yeah, so we just reduce the size, trying to make the size to be like half of that of the logo. Let me see if I can do this using the grids. So if I can fit this grid into this box here, so that I can resize the text to just be half of it. So I'm trying to fit it into the middle. That's the two boxes here. Okay, it's actually three. 1, 2, 3. So we have something like this. Okay. So yeah, so the proportion is better now. Can now resize to anyhow I want it. So I think this is better now. And we can as well add color to the name itself. Maybe let me ungroup this. Can change this something else. Change the color to red. Okay, this is a gradient. Okay. If you notice, gradients don't easily work on text if you're copying it. So let's just pick up any red color here, and yeah, you have to expand it. Okay, the text. Let me just duplicate the text and expand it. So what expanding does is it turns the text into a shape. It turns every single text into a shape. So we can expand into objects and field, or just expand using both. So once I expand it, each letter in this text now turns into a shape. I can ungroup it and edit them personally. Okay, but let's not do that. So I'll just keep everything the same, and I'll select my eyedropper tool and pick this color here. So it just applies here. And okay, this is a gradient, so let's just change this gradient to -90. So it comes from up to down. Okay, I think 90 will be better, so it goes from down to up. Okay. So I think this is better now for the logo itself. This is better for the logo itself. So Favor, the main corrections I just wanted to state out is the font you used for the logo wasn't clear enough to showcase that it's a logo. It wasn't clear enough. It was just as if you're typing a random text. And the size of the width of the logo itself, they are not accurate. They are not the same width. So you need to find a way to make sure it all goes round. Okay. Then let's go down to your patterns. Okay. Now that we are here, I think we just let me take this out. Since this is not the one we are using this one now. All right. Okay, this thing, I think I have to lock this layer so it's not be interfering in what I'm doing. How do I find it? Okay, you know the layer you're working on, you see a blue tick beside it. That's how you know the layer you're working on. So I just click here to lock the layer. Okay, so it doesn't come in my way when I'm trying to click or take something out. All right, so I'll group this in and just fit it under here for the sake of what we want to do. So just fit it under here. Let me see if it will align. You can align it to the center like this. Okay, it's good now. Is it? All right, it's good. Yeah, for the colors, for your colors, okay, you clearly stated the colors, but you did a mistake here. You're not using a particular pattern of words, you're using two words actually. Because if you noticed, the logo here is a gradient, so you should at least state the two colors you are working with. So I think this one is just a darker shade of red somewhere here, and this one will be a lighter shade of it. Okay, so you have your colors here. Okay, the colors are clearly stated, so that's it. Then the fonts. Okay, if you're working with Gotham, the fonts are okay. I think Gotham has black as well, so you could add that too. Then the pattern, um, it's really confusing. It's complex. Yeah, there are plenty things happening there, and it will be hard for you to play around with it when you're trying to design something. Let's see if we can come up with another pattern. Just see. Okay, let me take from here. I don't know, how did you do this? Okay. Ah, okay. Hmm. Ah, how are all these things entangled? Let me find a way to separate them and see. Okay, I think I got one of it out. Ah, that's scattered though. All right, we need to figure out how to do this thing. Therefore, how did you fix these things up?
Okay, I think you have to.
Okay,
I think you just have to merge the layers now.
no, it's out. Ah,
Okay.
therefore, what did you do?
I think you have to merge the layers.
Let me merge the layers so it will. You see, they are overlapping somewhere, and I can't figure it out.
Can you ungroup them?
It's not a group. I don't know what Favor did here. Okay. Let's not dwell much on this. Let's just go on. Yeah. Okay. So what kind of pattern can we create here now? Let me draw out a shape so that we can just work on it here.
What of the circles, the wheels?
So it's not. It mustn't
use everything. It mustn't use every part of the logo. You can just isolate a particular part of the logo and just create a pattern from it. It mustn't be everything in the logo. Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay.
It's just you are creating alternative identity.
You're just creating elements to represent the brand.
Yes, different ways.
Different ways.
Things people can also see and know that these things are associated to.
I think we're mute. Okay, so let's just play around with this and see what we can come up with. So I'm going to reflect this. So I'll just right click, go to transform and select reflect. So I'll reflect it horizontally. Yeah, so preview. So I have something like this. Okay. Then we can join it here. All right. You still want this. Okay, so we can join it here and I'll just duplicate this. Yeah. So we have something like this. Yeah, this could easily serve as the pattern. I notice that this pattern is easier or simpler than the first one.
Yeah.
The first one was
Easier
like,
to understand.
yeah, so this one is easier to understand. Okay, so I think I'll have to flip this. Let's see. I think I have to reflect this as well vertically. Yeah, okay, it works. So we'll have something like this. So this is the new pattern. Let's just duplicate a couple more of it. All right. Okay, so this is it. I think this pattern is better than the first one. So we can let's just compare them and see. Let's just compare them. So this is the first one, and this is the second. Okay, this is the first one. The one I did should be the second one. Not the other way around. So you can see a certain flow here. So I think, Favor, I think you got confused that we had to use the pattern. Okay, you used the whole logo. So
Yes.
you mustn't use the logo. You just have to extract a particular part of the logo that you can play around with. And as far as it gives you something unique, something nice. Okay, this one now is way complex. It's like, I don't know, it's confusing. Okay. So you can apply your pattern in any way. Let's see if we can try something here. Just group this. So I'm going to try masking this out. So I'll select this together with this layer and make a clipping mask. Yeah, so I have something like this. I hope you guys understand this clipping mask. It's a bit confusing.
No, it's very, very
Yeah,
confusing.
I was able to get it, sure. But at least
What? Who I mean, who is still confused about the idea of clipping mask?
I am. I am.
So what exactly is confusing you about it?
Like when I made the pattern and I wanted to clip it to the background, it wasn't just working.
Okay, you can't clip it to the background actually. You have to create your own background, like a separate background for it, and then clip it into that background. Okay. If you notice what I did here, I duplicated the white background on top of the pattern, then clipped the pattern into the one I duplicated. Do you get that?
Okay.
So you are working on the one you duplicated, not necessarily the one it's on top of. You just have to create a different okay, look at this now. If I separate it, the old one is still here, and this is the new one I created on top of it where I put the clip.
Okay.
You understand? So
Yeah.
yeah, so that's the whole idea, is just to isolate particular stuff into an area. So Favor, you've seen the new pattern, right?
yes.
Yeah, so we just created this nice looking thing. All right, about the complementary cards. Okay, the complementary card is nice. I think it's really simple and it's okay. It's okay. But if I tried using a bit of the pattern on the complementary card, it wouldn't have been bad. I think let me just duplicate this and draw it out. I see you clipped this well now, Favor.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, you clipped this well. That is nice. So let me just take this out and let's try using this pattern. Okay, let's see if it will work. Okay, it did not work. I tried copying a white I tried picking a white color to fit into the whole logo, but I think the arrangement of this whole stuff is still confusing me, so I don't know if it will work. Mm,
I think select the pattern, select the everything.
okay, no, let me try again, because I want to change the pattern itself to white instead of red.
Select the pattern and change the color of radio.
Okay, I think I can do it from here. Let's see. I don't know why my illustrator is becoming slow.
No, it's plenty. You just have to merge it so it becomes one.
All right, okay, it worked.
You just merge it so you don't go through and the merge.
Okay, let me see if I can merge this. All right, we have succeeded in turning it to all white. What happened? Something wrong somewhere. Hey, but this your logo is giving me headache. Okay, the thing doesn't want to mesh, so I think we just have to leave it this way. I just want to add this pattern to this design. Let's just see how it will go. Okay, but look at here. I don't want the edges here to be, just cut out. So I'll have to go into my clip mask and adjust it. Okay, just adjust it in a way that it will look nice. Is this nice enough? Okay, so just bring it down more. Yeah, okay, this is good, but we just have to reduce it more. Mm.
How you can achieve this shape. These are just three rectangles.
Okay, so we still have to try that clip mask again. Okay, I don't know. One of you said he was still confused about the whole clip mask stuff, so I think I will do it again here so that you see it. Now the goal here is to fit in this pattern into this red rectangle. Now I can't do it directly here, so I'll have to duplicate this rectangle. So I'll just go to edit and copy it. So once it's copied, I'll paste it. You already know the shortcuts Ctrl C and Ctrl V. So once I've pasted it this way, I'll just fit in the one on top, just fit it in with the one below, just like this. Then select the pattern. I'm holding shift, so I'll select the rectangle on top, then hold my shift to select the pattern itself. So once it's selected, I can make my clip mask. So just right click and make a clip mask. Okay, so you have the pattern this way. Okay.
Okay, there was a time I tried this and the background entered the pattern.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's because you selected the background too. Okay. Yeah. So we just created a new pattern with this, and we could duplicate this pattern on the complementary card, but let's not dwell so much on this because you guys have seen it. And Favor, I think I'm done with your own. I think I'm done with your own. But before we go to the next person, I don't know how you created this logo, but let's try recreating the logo. Okay, let's just try recreating the logo. Let's try how I would create it if I was supposed to do something like this. Okay. Um okay, we can do this by using three rectangles. So I hope I don't spoil it. So can you do this by using three rectangles, and you have your grid lines here already. So let's use the grid lines as our guide so that they'll maintain the same size, and we'll skip one space and skip another here. Okay, so I have something like this. So I'll just duplicate this one here, hold alternate to duplicate. Hope you guys know that. All right, then I'll rotate. Let's see how you did this. Okay, this could work. Yeah, so just rotate it a bit. Yeah, and do the same here. Okay, I think think I did a mistake there. Let me just rotate this. Oh, this should be 280. Okay. Okay, just like this, 90. Good to go. So just reduce this here and yeah, just reduce this here. Okay. So favor, I don't think maybe when I'm done it will not be exactly as your own, but I just hope it will be something close.
Okay.
Yeah, so just do the same thing here. So I want to maintain the same amount of rotation I have here.
I think it's
So
15 degrees.
15 degrees. Okay.
That's on the vertical points.
All right. Okay. It is about to end. It's about to go up again. Yeah. Okay, they just want me. We have 10 minutes before our meeting will end. So I don't know. I don't know if I can finish this. But let's see. Okay, let's just forget about the degree. So just duplicate this and I will reflect it. Now, where I'm reflecting is so that I will maintain the same level of rotation I had here. The same rotation I had here, so it will be the same here. If you notice, yours wasn't really the same. I think this one was far bent than this one. Okay, so I'm just trying to maintain the same amount of rotation.
The bottom one was short.
Yeah, I think the bottom was shorter or something like that. Okay, so I'll just shift this in here a bit so I'll have some clarity when I cut it out. I have some things to play around with. Okay, same with here. Not too much though.
If this goes down, I'll try another way. If this goes down, let me come back again. I'll also try another way.
Okay, Dr. Paul will also try another way to create this if I think our Zoom is about to end. All right,
But finish this one.
but okay, so now that we've created the shapes, we'll just find a way to join them together. There's something I'm missing here. I need this thing to cut out here so I can be able to adjust them myself. All right, so the reason why I'm creating these cutouts here is so that I'll be the one to make the adjustments I need and it will be easier for me that way. So I'll go to my Pathfinder and I'll select this divide. So what divide does is it merges everything and as well creates okay, it actually cut out the places where they have been joined here. So if I choose divide, everything now is separate on its own, but they are grouped in together. So I'll have to ungroup it. So ungrouping it now, I can delete these ones here. Okay, I can delete these ones. So we'll have something that looks like this. All right. So we have a rough sketch of what your logo looks like. And I've done a mistake that I'll have to go back and correct right now. Okay. So my mistake is this rotation here or this arc here is supposed to cut out to the end so that I will maintain the same line. Okay, so I think I'll just have to drag this down here. Yeah, so I have something like this. Don't worry, the cutout will still work out fine. So when I divide and ungroup, so I'm taking out this, take out this, take out this, take out this, yeah, this, and this. So I have something like this. Alright, you too. Okay, so that's the logo. Yeah. Okay, he did something else here. Okay, and I can merge this now. Just merge, unite everything. So it will be nice. Okay, there's a mistake somewhere. Alright. So now
So
I
just make
unite this, and so I'll select my direction selection tool here, so we can make this extrusion. Yeah, something like this. I think the logo is set. The next thing is just to create the curved edges. You already know how to do that. You click on these round circles here and it goes curves. So the edges we need to curve is here. So I'll just select the ones that we need to be curved here. So holding your shift key, you can select the other points here and here.
Cannot hear you again. Wow.
Can you hear me again? Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you, sir.
All right. Okay. So just so that's it. So for those of you that are confused, this is just the easy way you can make the same logo. I would have done this the hand, but I think you guys can do that one now. It's not that hard. Just with shapes and all. And I think our Zoom class is about to stop. So we just have to stop here and then come back for another session. All right. So let me just end it before to go. The Popo, do you want to say something?
No. Continue when you come back.
All right. So let's stop here and then come back in the next few minutes.
You're welcome, sir.
All right. See what Zoom they do us now.
Sorry.
Okay, so the same way we did the other one, I'll just divide this, go to my Pathfinder and divide just the same way and ungroup it, then take out this and unite these three here. So I have something like this. And what are we missing? Okay, you select your direct selection tool and change to curve just like you did in the others, and select your direction select tool and adjust this just like this, and just have to balance this one, balance it on this base here. Okay, yes, so just balance it on this line right here. So once it's balanced, we can now change this to a curve, and here we have the logo. So what's remaining? The circle. And just take your ellipse tool and just draw a circle, and so we are good to go. Alright, so this is us designing that same logo. So I'll just unite this because I want it to be together. And so Trevor, was this easier than when you were doing it? Was it easier with me?
It was. It was.
Okay, so creating logo is always about shapes, how to use the shapes. The shapes is like the only confusing stuff in this whole stuff. It's just the shapes. It's just the shapes. You can know how to create, you can know how to use shapes very well. I think you are good to go. All right. Coach, are you ready? Okay. So should I go to the next person? All right, let's. Okay, I need to. Who else is here that submitted this assignment? Principal, is your own here?
Mine is yes, sir. I'm finished.
All right,
No, sir.
Izimba. Yeah, what did you save yours with? Let me know.
Assignment. I think assignment underscore branding.
Okay, you're the one with high grounds. Is this yours?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. Um. So let's see. Is this supposed to be a hotel?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Firstly, I think I like the font you used for the logo. This Playfair. Yeah. Okay, it's Playfair. Yeah, correct. So I like the font used for the logo and the tagline under it. Is this supposed to be a tagline? The what you wrote under. Okay,
Yes, sir.
I like the font you use. The font is nice for a hotel brand. Nice. But the logo, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's an assignment. You just did anything that popped in it. Because so I want to know what's the logo like? What's the idea behind this logo? Because I don't know what I'm seeing.
Okay. I was just trying to like picture something mountainous because when I saw brief, I stay in Enugu actually, and Enugu is known for the hills. So I was trying to make something that will give off the idea of a hotel that is situated in a hill, on a hill rather. So that's what that's what I was trying to do, but I guess I didn't
Okay.
do it so well.
I think
Okay.
I am Ezemba. I
Sir,
think if this logo was just left with the font, to be
yes, sir.
sincere, it would have been nice. That would have been perfect. We were just left with this high ground. All right. I think understand where you're going with this, but assuming you did something with the H and maybe now did something around here, so at least we can. This is nice though, but I think it needs a little bit of more research. It's simple, yeah, but really, you know, can we do a little bit of? Can I think we just have to show who is the host. I want to share my screen so we can do a little bit of research right now. So I'll show you how you can. Are you the host? Okay. Okay. A little bit of screen sharing. Okay. This will stop other screen from sharing. Okay, I said okay. So I'll just do a little bit of Pinterest for you. So I know you did not research. So let's start with hotel logos. Logo design ideas. So we can see what it looks like. You see what I'm saying? If you had left it with your text, see something like this. What if you have included that stuff? Are you seeing it?
Yes,
In
sir.
a post like this, and now put down your heel, just a little bit of it up here.
Yes, sir.
Are you seeing what I'm saying now?
Yes, I am.
Okay, this is one you have still maybe in your mood board. Okay, do you guys know of Milan Notes?
Milan note. No.
Yes, must have said it before here.
I think we've mentioned this.
Yeah, I've mentioned it here. Okay, this is my own Milan Notes. This is what I do in Milan Notes. Depending on the project I'm working on, I just pick random what do you call it?
Template.
Yeah, pick no ideas, pictures and put around. Okay. The story I did last was on this, but I've not edited it for you. So let's just leave this one for another day. What happened? Okay. So now, assuming I just picked, you are doing your research, you pick things. You understand?
Hmm.
If perhaps I'm working with sorry, I don't know why this keeps skipping. Where did this thing go to?
Should be somewhere there.
Okay, yeah. So I'm picking a new idea for,
The hotel.
okay, this is for the hotel. Okay, I'll go back and I'll pick it says what's the name of the hotel again?
High grounds.
High ground. He's
High
trying to project.
ground.
He's trying to project a mountain, so we can also give him something with a mountain.
You can do something like this.
Or you can just check out for mountain-related logos.
Yeah. You can just do hill
Yeah, here actually.
looking thing. Okay. But see, this is something that will stand the test of time. By the end of the day, you will not see a hill, but you have a feeling that this is, it has to be something you can explain to somebody in a snap of a finger. You understand? Since it's a hotel, it has to be luxury brand. So let's do Hill logos and see what we can see from there. All right.
They have lots of.
Wow. Okay, look at something like this. This is so that things will not be difficult for you. So you see where our different ideas are coming from. See, I won't have time to go through all this, but by the end of the day, we should be able to pick one or two and combine 2 or 3 ideas so that we have an array of choices to make.
Yes, sir.
But don't pick something like this in a polygon because it's everywhere. So when you pick things like this, you now know how to channel your idea. You want it to focus on. So by the end of the day, some of these things are, I don't know. So if I should make a sketch or join everything together, I don't know.
I think we should just find a way to redo that his particular logo.
Yeah, please find a way with this whole thing I've tried to do now. And this Illustrator is becoming an issue. Favors design, I've hung my Illustrator. I've been finding it difficult to open it since I opened something new, something else.ai. Look at now, it has virus inside. So I think I'll stop sharing screen now. I haven't made the point, so I think you just have to rework on it and see how you can make it happen. It's actually what I wanted to do with the something else logo is using this thing. What's the name? Using shape builder, using lines and shape builder.
Okay. Yeah, that would have worked too. But it has taken us much more time.
But it's good they know it, even if that's what we achieved.
I think
today.
We'll find out one of the logos and use shape builder.
Okay, please. Thank you. I think I'm done with the sharing. I'm out of the sharing, right?
Okay.
Stop sharing. All right. Thank you.
I think you have to make me the host for me to share again.
Yeah, is that how to do it?
Guys, I messed up. It's Zoom.
Okay. So how do we do that?
Just click
To
on.
the sharing. Try sharing, let's see.
Alright, I can share. Okay, so Ezimba Emmanuel. So you are trying to design a logo on top of mountain.
Out.
Alright, let's start with the text. The text. I'm okay with the text. So just keep,
Yeah, it has the feeling of luxury, which is
yeah,
fine.
that's the thing. So let's just keep the text somewhere and let's figure out what we can do to this. Now there's another way you can make this thing to be easy and simple and still nice. Let's say I buy into your idea of simplicity. So instead of seeing a mountain, what if we see some sort of let's say skyscrapers? Skyscrapers. So we have something like this. Or just draw out a rectangle. Mute.
Okay, please.
Okay, so we have something like this. Make this black.
Zoom is hanging my
Right. So what I want to do is I'll select this point here and take it up. Okay. Yeah, so I have something like this. So let it just be as if you're creating a mountain or a skyscraper, so to say. So I'll just duplicate it into 3. So we have if so I have this, and I'll just take this down and take this up. This. Alright. We can still have this as a logo. It's not bad. Yeah. Okay. So this should be, let's say, our first choice. We are trying to keep it as simple as possible. Okay, what if we join them together? Let's see how it looks. Oh no, it doesn't really look good. So we can just separate them to give that bit of clarity. Okay. So this should be our first choice. So I don't want us to do anything much complex. I just want us to keep it simple here. Okay. So this should be our first choice. Then we can try creating something that looks like a mountain. Let me see if I can come up with anything now. Okay. The mountain should look like this. Man, no go draw. It says mountain. Okay. Let me just use my guidelines. Now, I hope you guys know how I got the lines to show by clicking Control plus what is this called? Apostrophe. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. So I'll just draw this out. Let's see. Alright. So this is our first mountain. So let's create another one. Let me balance this to the base of this grid line so I know we are working on a perfectly straight line. Alright. So we have something like this. Yes. Okay. Alright, so let's add something extra to this mountain. How do we add this now? I'll just duplicate this and see if it's going to work. Okay, I don't think this is working. Or maybe it will work. Yeah. So let's see, we have something like this just here, and let's duplicate this as well to here. All right, I'm going to cut out these logos. I'm going to cut out these shapes actually, so that we can create the logo from it. And I just hope it works fine. I just hope it works fine. So we're just creating rough sketches here, nothing really accurate. All right, so let me try dividing this. Okay, once divided, I can ungroup, and I need to have my parent shape back. So I take this in, and I can delete this now and spread this out. Yeah, so we'll have something like this, or something like this. Okay, this is not what I really wanted to achieve, so I think I'll go back and redo it. But I actually wanted the whole of this in here. Yeah, somewhere, somehow like this. So let's see if it can all get in, and the whole of this in here too. All right, I'll divide and ungroup, and I'll merge my, okay, I think this is it. Okay, I'll merge this, then I can delete this, and okay, merge this as well, and separate these now together with this. All right, so we have something like this. I think this is fine now. Okay, so I have like two options for the logo now. Okay. So, I mean, we are done with your logo. So, which one do you prefer, Emmanuel? It's your logo now, so
the other one.
which other one? The skyscraper or the mountain?
Skyscraper.
Why?
Because the mountain is like a company. Why the skyscraper looks like a building.
Okay. All right then. So let's go with your choice. Okay. So we can do something more here. Let me try and create something that is in my head right now. See how it will look. So this is still all part of the logo build up. Just fit this into this grid. All right. Okay, so we have something like this. All right. So I'll increase the, okay, increase this a bit. Then I need to cut out this logo. I need to cut out the shapes at these points. Cut it out here and cut it out here as well. To fit this into the middle. So what I'll do is I'll just convert this to a shape by expanding it. Yeah. Then I can draw a rectangle starting from this grid line. Starting from this grid line down to this one. So I have something like this on top of the shape. So I can select both of them and cut out. Yeah. So I'll do the same thing here, and I think this is easy to do it. I'll just fit it in here. So I'll take it here and select as well and cut out. So we'll have something like this as the logo. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's beautiful.
all right, so I love the colors used. I really love, I think this is a very unique color. This is gold with dark blue. So I love the colors used. I mean, it's beautiful. So just
Thank you, sir.
just maintain the same colors, and yeah. So we've changed this logo now from that to this. All right. Okay. So the next thing you did is the brief. Okay. The statement of your colors is nice. The font. Where did this Ubuntu come from? Okay, the one you use here. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Okay. Um, I think Jesus Christ, our meeting has ended.
Oh no.
Okay, to end in 40 minutes.
Ended 10 minutes.
I think this is better now.
Yeah. Okay. Emmanuel,
Sir.
I don't think you stating Playfair as part of the font is okay, because Playfair is the logo itself and not like part of the font for the brand. The Playfair here is the logo itself.
Okay.
I don't think it should be here. Okay, I think the Ubuntu should be the font for the brand, and alright, that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but we can still add, I think I still add the Playfair just for maybe some designs, but I think the Playfair is just the logo itself. Then the pattern, you did the same thing Favor did. You just used the whole logo as the pattern, and no, it is not good. So let's see if we can create a pattern with this young man here. This meeting is about to end soon, or in 8 minutes. I don't know. These people don't really like us. Okay, so how can we create a pattern with this? How can we create a pattern with this? Let's see. Okay, let me reflect this horizontally. Okay, then I'll reflect it again. So I'll reflect it vertically. Okay, we'll have something like this. Okay, this is nice, but I think if it's your like this, it's done better. Now this now just proving to me that I didn't make this adjustment very well. So I'll just go ahead and correct this. Actually take this from you. I don't know, somebody they blow fan inside his microphone here. I think you guys should mute your audios. Okay. Okay, this can serve as the pattern. Yeah, this can serve as the pattern. So we just find a way to duplicate them till it fits. Yeah, so okay, yeah, so this is just going to be the pattern for it, and can just duplicate a few more of it so that it will look nice, and that is it. Okay, I think I should just group this. So Emmanuel, this is a better pattern for you than the other one. Yeah. If you notice that the lines here are not really straight and all that, is because we are rushing. But maybe you will just take your time and make the adjustments so that everything will look smooth. But since this is a better pattern for the brand, and remove this, just remove this. Okay, take this out and replace it with a new one. Okay, then about the complimentary card. Okay, your clipping mask is nice. You did it very well, and I don't think there's anything I really want to correct here. It's just changing the logo here and also the patterns here. Then this ID card, I don't know what this young man is doing here. What is he doing here? It doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. We can just apply this pattern here. Okay, I just apply this pattern here. Okay, maybe you can apply it in the middle, somewhere like this. Let me see if I can add it to this clip mask. And okay, it's actually added. Okay, so we have to remove this one. All right. So you can just add this pattern to the back here. Maybe even duplicate it further, just like this. And okay, this is too much. All right. You can just add this pattern here and to still serve well. Okay, let's see, we can make it more interesting and add a shape here. I think this is still part of your I don't want to go down. Okay, so that means we have to change this to white. Now also know that these patterns, you can use any color for the patterns. Okay, a pattern shouldn't be a particular color, or yeah, it shouldn't be a particular color. You can use any color for your patterns. So that's why it's a pattern. So you can work anyhow. So I can decide to change this whole pattern, maybe change it to this color and see how it looks. It doesn't really look bad though, but I think I'll prefer the other color too. But this is still nice. This is still nice. Still nice. We can also try to have fun from this whole thing and play around with the patterns. Let's say make this color, and maybe select one of these here and change the color as well. Okay, so just to give it some, some bit of creativity in there. All right, so I think this is it for you, Emmanuel. You just have to play around with your patterns and the logos. I think I have to save these files and send back to you guys so that you can make necessary corrections and resend. Okay. All right, so all right. So I think this is the end of this session because this Zoom call is going to end in the next 1 minute. All right, so I'll see you guys.